Greetings, everyone. My name is Ettervale, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. In today's morning live stream, I'll be covering a combination of both Virus Made levels and other levels I found online, primarily focusing on the former. But as always, before I begin, here are the rules. I'll be covering levels for about 2-ish hours, then showcase art, and a separate stream means plus reacts. Okay, reshuffling has been completed. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Buster. Would you be up for some more Team Fortress 2 multiplayer on, Tuesday? aka Halloween? Alrighty then. That's enough of the rules. Let us begin with this stage. Bass Bear Pizzeria Castle by Oscar. 92 plays and a score 29. Yeah, Tuesday, aka Halloween. And it's pretty relevant I'm covering the level now, seeing that the Five Nights at Freddy's movie came out very recently. Here we are. Imagine if I could hit those... Wait a sec. Can I cheese this? I'm afraid I can't cheese it. Otherwise it'd be hilarious to finish the stage right now. I guess the closest thing to animatronics would be Springman. Alright, if not, I can go with it with Jaden. So welcome to the stream, everyone. I'll see. I like this floor actually, not so much the background though. And apparently a sequel's out. The sequel to the sequel, that is. Let's see, about the movie ratings, I'll hold off a bit on that. I'm gonna wait a week to see what more people say. It just came out, so... And this seems like it's... And from what I've seen from the trailers and early discussions before the film came out, it seems like it's a film that isn't really going to win any awards or that much interest from critics, but may garner a lot of attention or goodwill from fans, or love. But again, I'll have to see. Like, I think Honestly, looking at the early reception, I think the S&B movie is better, but better on reception and actual story basis. Or, not story, but movie quality basis, but again, we'll see. I have a strong suspicion that the FNAF movie is really just geared towards fans the way it's made. Like, you know how there's those movies which are popcorn munchers? This feels like this may be a similar situation, but more in line if you're a fan of the series or just like cheaper horrors. But again, I'm prefacing all this with the fact that please wait a week. It is live action. It's a live action, somewhat horror from what I've seen. Oh, that isn't that hard of an E-tank to get. I don't know how horrifying it is. I mean, even in the first few games, well, actually, I'll get to it. It's one per day after all. And there's still that last demo which I did a recording for. I like bouncies more. Boing boing boing. I like the bounce house. The one thing I would change is the background though, like, again, it's a bit too distracting. At this point, I don't think I'll make a Let's Try for it, or edit down to Let's Try format. It's too long and the full game is already released with a bunch of changes. It's to the point where I decided, not worth it. Besides, there's slots required for the other things. I don't know, you'll have to see yours. I don't know, I didn't really follow up on it. Alright, go right ahead, Buster. Film reviews initially are mixed, okay. Mandatory stock medigun. I see. Because you want the invincibility uber. Like, guaranteed crits is good, but especially on a stack team of randoms, you can't really trust them to keep it. Oh, hey, Sylph. You're thinking of... Jaden, you're taking the primary weapon. We're talking about the medigun. Hey Dorble, welcome. Yeah, the healing ray, the healing gun. You want to stick with the default one if you're the only medic on the team. Alright, this was a decent stage. I like the aesthetics. Oh yeah, massive sentry nest. And unfortunately, most players aren't... It doesn't seem like they're that good with demo. And spies, of course. If the sentry nest is too big or there's too many people sitting there, a spy is rendered useless for that. And of course, even with a more competent demo man, depending on how many NGs are there or the angle is set up, that can also be a problem. Oh yeah, or crowded spam class campsite. Like if there is a pyro there. So yeah, and for those situations, the best way to break out is... One of the best ways to break out is invulnerability Uber. Hey Multic. But if you have at least one medic with stock, sure, try out some of the other mediguns. Just be careful though, because if you don't have, for example, the invulnerability Uber, you can't like panic use it if you can't as easily panic use it if you're in a sticky situation. Indeed. After all, you do also want the enemy team. If you're facing enemy team and medic, you also want them to exhaust their Uber or invulnerability somewhere. Ideally not before the end push or at a major point, so build sentry nests. True, there is quick fix, but it doesn't... But yeah, it's the default one, Jaden. You don't need to check. Anyways, second up is Mega Man Plus Remix, New Character Test, Mario Man Stage by Fire Sawdust, 22 play, score 7. This has some NSF replacement, so I'll turn up the volume a bit. Roll it is. Oh yeah, 1,000-year-old door. Vaccinator is cool. Being able to increase damage resistance to a different damage type. That's actually a good point. What are all the Medigun Ubers, other than the stock one? Like, what do they all do specifically? That'd be a nice refresher for those watching. Out of 99 people, I got sniped again. I thought I was okay, I was facing the wrong direction. This is turning out harder because I don't have ranged. And at that one, I thought the bottom actually had a solid platform until it was too late. See that green thing over there? Down there? For a moment I thought that was a platform. Okay, we're true. That's only you. Next up. Stock is invis, crits is crit boosting, quick fix is 4 times heal rate, vaccinator is 75% res, bubble the chosen damage type. Damage a patient receives is given to you as health and you can stack them. Mining Melancholy from DKC2. Yeah, that ground was could have stood out a bit more. You can't be pushed? Okay, that's actually a major difference. I should just use my ranged weapon. Nope, this is Donkey Kong Country 2 music. I know with the stock minigun, the medic can be shoved by the Power Air Blast, but being resistant being shoved, that's actually important. To the castle. How do I think the Pokemon Company are fair there? I don't know. I don't have enough knowledge. Of course, that really depends on a bunch of things. I'm assuming you're talking about the video game branch. Ah yes, this is yes, Valve did it that way so you can't just always out-heal the amount of damage enemies are dishing out. This was an issue in many other titles which had healers, quote-unquote. That way if you're in a combat, yeah, you can heal, but it's not too excessive. But when you're outside of combat, you can be topped up much faster and get back into the action. And yeah, in terms of primary, crossbow is best, like by a long shot. It is a bit tricky to use, especially at long range, but it's still very solid. Like, how much health does the crossbow heal per bolt? Oh my gosh, volume balancing. We win. Oh, okay, so it has a reverse fall off. Usually weapons have a damage fall off. It has a reverse damage fall off. I guess. If you're close enough to where you can use the heal beams, use that. But if it's long enough range away, especially like if you're in combat, use the crossbow. That's pretty much what all the pro players use. 75 to 150. Ooh, that's pretty good for burst healing, actually. Like, for consistency-wise, all the mediguns are better. Especially quick fix in terms of heal per second. But if you need burst healing, crossbow works. Well, this was basically a new character test, and in that way, I suppose it sufficed. Number 3 up is Halloween, Spooky Scary Skulls by Jenox74, 57 plays and a score of 30. Send all Halloween levels today. Oh, I forgot about that feature. That it reloads automatically if it's on your offhand, or if it's not equipped. That's really powerful. Like, if I can combine the heal per second of both, that's gonna be a significant boost. Well, I guess. I'm not gonna have a Maker Halloween stream on Tuesday. Because it's mostly gonna consist of, at best, mediocre levels with some, maybe a very small handful of gems. Thanks for the heads up. If I have the Crusader crossbow, I will use it in that fashion. Yep, I've heard that. Thanks for the information, Jaden. Or, I saw the message earlier. I know, Vic. That's why we only need 1 or 2 streams per week for it. We don't really need a bonus weekday stream. Not to mention there isn't as many Halloween levels as years past. 2 streams is enough for the mediocre levels. Oh no, wait, okay. I see. No? B? Yeah, B. I know we make jokes about bees, but these are actually hornets. Again, that's why at most I only have 2 Maker streams per week. I used to cover a Maker. I used to have more than 2 Maker streams per week, I believe. Maybe. Remember when I used to release Maker videos every day or every other day? Minus the weekends. Before I went on to streaming. So yeah. So yeah, I'll try having a TF2 multiplayer stream on Tuesday. And on Wednesday and or Thursday evening, I'll be starting up another new game. It's gonna be a lot different from the usual fare. I won't say what it is until then because spoiler. And on Sunday, okay, here's what I'll be doing for this weekend. Tonight is going to be the second part of Lepalio's level pack, MMX Light and Darkness. Tomorrow morning is going to be the start of a new Let's Play, Key Game. And when I say Key Game, a game that wasn't gifted to me by one of you viewers. I doubt that'll happen for a while. First I have to be reckoned. Do they collaborate with their fans is the question. And of course, we have to play a shared set of games. At best, it's probably just going to be multiplayer titles. Thank you. Oh. I've been waiting to do that. Happy Halloween! Then probably not. It'll take a while. I may be able to collab with some of the Western VTubers, or some other folks, but with stuff like VNU, I don't know. That may take a while. Western as in US or UK based. US, Canada, UK, etc. Yeah, this was a neat stage. This is one of the Halloween stages where it's not necessarily good, but it was fun and had nice visual design. So it's currently my favorite level of the episode. Alright, let's see, I need to type this in. Board up is Absolute Freeze by Jarman, 176 plays and a score of 69. TF2 tips. How about a heavy tip? Nope, I haven't seen the movie yet. Yes, I've used that technique a few times. For instance, in Man vs. Machine. Did you watch the FNAF movie, Pixel Boy? Okay, what made me move away from releasing daily Maker videos? That's easy. Moving into streaming Mega Man Maker on a weekly basis. Once I started streaming Mega Man Maker, there was no more need for daily Maker videos really, because you can watch all of the levels I cover on stream. Or in the stream archives. And I realized if I do daily Maker videos on top of live streaming, it would oversaturate coverage on the channel. People like it. People loved Maker back then, and Mega Man in general, but even then there's a point where it became too oversaturated. Especially as back then, the game didn't have as much content as it does today. Content and variety. Like, it felt like there was at least, there were half as much stuff you could mess around with back then. Okay. I would flip the order on this. This was the easier route, honestly. Brass Beast is probably the weakest minigun in terms of mobility, but in Man vs. Machine, it's great. As let's see, I'm getting... Okay. Posted the full movie? What? Okay, Fist of Steel are OP. Overhealed first, switch them. 2 weeks, okay. Sandwich, banana, or the other food are OP. Chocolates. All the setup I had was better for analyzing videos, like in-depth discussions. I guess that would work, but especially nowadays with the lower quantity of quality levels, or yeah, that'd be an issue. Because then I could just pick several levels and just offer the same criticism and praises. Okay, I'll take a look at it. Media whatever, but not media's less copyright channel. What? Could you invest... Hang on, wait. Hang on a sec. Jaden, can you verify, Jaden, under the memes and media subchannel, can you verify if that's actually the full movie or not? Or it's just a meme? Because if it is a full movie, you'll need to remove it, because I don't want the channel to be, I don't want the server to be copyright claimed or struck. Like, the reason is because then that would fall under the same the reason is because that would fall under piracy, and yeah. Like, you can alert and saying that the full movie was out in a few servers, but please don't link to the full movie. I don't want the server to be taken down by DMCA claims. Like, you can post a screenshot showing that like the first frame of the movie and the full time, what is it called again? The seek bar of the video is like 90 minutes. But please don't link. Okay, let's see the messages. Like, yeah, I'm more lenient in terms of copyright claims and memes and media, but full movies in general, or most of the time, that violates piracy, and that violates Discord rules. This is the same reason why I don't allow direct links to ROMs, or games, or even or any series, unless it's already available for free on, for instance, YouTube, by the official source. Yeah, we only really have people who want the feedback and level design. Just do better isn't really helpful. That's too generic of advice. Yeah, One Finger Death Punch 2 was fun. Got a bit repetitive at the end, but still enjoyable. Tower Tail is interesting, but it kind of fell off and had a bit inconsistent design. People didn't stop making decent fun stage designs, but some or too many people can't do that until they receive enough feedback and training, or they couldn't do that until they had enough practice and received feedback under practice. Anyways, that wasn't really much, but hey. This one. The most important thing about playing heavy is to look everywhere to spy for flankers and snipers and other potential threats. Yeah. Also, standing on payload is heavy, strongest thing. Yeah, in general, you want to stand next or nearby the payload. Thing is, Sylv, that's another server, and that other server is at risk of being DMCA'd. I'm not gonna take the chance here. Different servers, different rules, and that other server is violating Discord, TOS. We had a whole discussion of piracy a few weeks back, or a few months back, but all I'll say is regardless, don't please, at least on this server, don't direct link. Reselling them is cheaper as bootlegs, that's counterfeiting, or bootlegging. Hey, Robin Jack. To me, piracy is more like, piracy is obtaining a product or whatever without consent from the creator. Well, obtaining it for free or at a significantly reduced price from an alternate source without consent from the content creator. And that alternate source is not legitimate. Or you could put it another way, is making copies without permission from the originator, or creator, or whoever the owner is right now. Anyways, sorry. So nice, we have to see it twice. Before I do the patio stage, let me check out one or two most popular stages. Oh, Demon. I guess that'll fit. Fifth up is Yokai, Blocktober Day 17, Team Demon, by Home.Rigo, 74 play, score 38. Oh, certainly, JIE. Thanks, I'll cover it after, Adorable stage. They are. I mean, this has a cool visual aesthetic at the very least. Also, the slash itself isn't the strong part. It's the projectile. I wasn't awake at 7 AM. Again, it's like Discord TOS, don't pirate, or don't link to piracy, please. If you do that, you risk the server, you risk your user account and server getting in trouble. Yeah, lights out stage. It's also it's not really that dangerous either, like... It's not like there's some hidden spikes. But... I'll let you off with a warning there. But I'm not surprised it got leaked. I'm almost certain it got leaked earlier, and that's how... Well, why do we need a new rule, Pixel Boy? That's already a Discord rule. If I understand it correctly. This projectile always deals 3 damage regardless. I'll double check the Discord rules just to make sure if I'm not pulling something out of my... you know. But we'll see. We don't have a rule about that, but does Discord have a rule about it? And the Discord rules supersede, is basically as a given. In fact, let me check it. Discord rules and TOS. Okay. I thought it was always a given, but sure. I'll add a rule 0 saying that respect the Discord TOS. I don't know if it's let me see. Aha, okay, I found it. Community guidelines. Just for everyone watching. I will let them off on this last warning, but again, if you do it again, there'll be a temp ban. Like, that's a very clear thing about the guidelines, so... Like... And Buster is right. Like, it's a given. You're on Discord. Each server has their own set of rules, but they're extensions of the base ones. There were two rules I wish they had anyways. One's with in regards to tree, and one's in regards to zero. So yeah. Alright, disc brake aside. Sorry for the delay. You're next, adorable wiener. Sixth up is NRS Firewall Backflash by Luxin. 69 plays, score 24. Well, not your stage, but submitted. Mega Man Forces, there's 2 level packs ahead of you, so wait a bit. I see where the difficulty is coming from now. Yeah, let's change to something else. Yep, up and down or left and right. First half's easy, second half 5 times harder. So that's why it wasn't counted. Okay. Oops. I thought I could just sneak past. That was a terrible decision. Coleman fits. Oh, I see. Boing, boing. I'm taking it nice and slow. Ah, I couldn't grab onto the ladder. It got me stuck. You can do a lot with 20 screens if you know what you're doing. More tips? Sure, how about with Soldier? No, actually we talk about Soldier a lot, so how about Scout? Ah, thank you for not rotating correctly. The combination of firewall up and down and switches, which you have to detonate with the drill bomb, it is a cool idea. It is tricky though. Gonna take it a bit slower here. And we're in. Okay, halfway point. Smiley, clown. Oh gosh, I think I know what you mean. Stock Scattergun King. Ow. That's a fast one. Okay, you have to be fast here. Very map dependent, opens over maps with pathways, little claustrophobia. Run around. Mad Milk, Pretty Boys, Pocket Pistol. How does the scattergun compare? How does it differ from the shotgun? Too far to the right. Oh my gosh, I went the wrong way. If I miss that, I'm dead. This is not even really Diet Kaizo yet, but it's difficult. But it's approaching Diet Kaizo. I call Diet Kaizo as in between very hard and Kaizo. But that boundary varies from person to person. Should have been faster. I see why this didn't quite make the cut for NRS 2. The second half of the stage is a difficulty spike. I can just reach it without jumping. Don't need to detonate it early. And now that I didn't detonate early enough. Like, if you know the stage layout... Go! You can get past it pretty quickly. Sheesh, but... not very good, but decent. Yeah, it's kinda no first try potential unless you can interact very quickly. Unless you can react fairly quickly. But it is doable, it's not like... And I do like the things this for... And I do like the challenge here. I wouldn't call it unfair, but... if you're trying to do it first try, it's not the... I don't know if it'd be the best suited for blind speed runs. Unless you're okay with including some trial and error. Also, if I was more competent, I could have done this probably 5 minutes ago. What? Was it too low? Probably. But I could see this becoming a stumbling block for many people if this was in a speedrun. Like, for those who get it, they'll complete it in half the amount of time as the others. What? It turned off. NRS3 will be more clean. I'll see the messages on TF2 once I'm done with the stage. There's only 1-2 screens left after that. And out. Go, go. Okay, now we fight the boss. It took about 6 minutes to get past there. Definitely harder than before. Fun way to end off this fight. Kind of a breeder boss compared to, well, everything. Whew. Despite the difficulties, I'd say that this is my honorable mention. It's difficult, not really first, second, or even third try worthy, but yeah. Alright, let's check it. Scattergun and shotgun, but deal even more damage at close range. 104 damage versus 90. Of course, Scout with really big mobility can make a better use of a scattergun than anyone who has a shotgun out of their shotgun. They're about Super Freak devs. They're currently busy with some other things. We'll see. Scout also reloads their scattergun faster than a shotgun class. I've noticed that. One general tip. For single bullet reloading weapons, the first bullet you load will be slower than all following ones. So it's best to load all clips in sequence. Got it. So this was a level for the semi-final week, so the players experienced enough, and it's only the 4th hardest level in this week. Okay, fair. I can see this being Edge. Yeah, trial and error isn't necessarily a bad thing for the blind speedruns, but it depends on it. Like, maybe a little bit more wiggle room at the end, maybe less of it. This stage's biggest sin is that there is a difficulty spike between the first half and second half, too much of it. If there was one more section between the bridge the gap, or the last section was made a bit easier, I'd be better. I'd be more okay with this. Or maybe make the starting a bit harder. I don't know. If this is supposed to be done in sequence like the original NRS2, then I'm more lenient with training players. Threat of Death. Iwumi's probably busy with school. Hey Fire Sawdust, we played your stage back at the beginning. Thank you for sending this. Okay, Drop and Jack stage is next, so let me go set up the NSF replacements. Drop and Jack. When you said Astroman NSF, you mean for Mega Man 8, I hope. You drop and it... Oh, is it for Mega Man and Base? Okay. Thanks for the clarification. Yeah, the Astroman for Mega Man and Base and Mega Man 8 share the same name. So I'm fixing it. Hang on. Let's check. I did a replacement right now, so let's just open up the level editor and check. Well, that's for the game devs to do, unfortunately. Okay, got replaced. Okay, let me just make both of them Masterman, that'll work. Problem solved. Oh, how did I do that? When a person sends an NSF replacement, I can drop it in the Maker folder, Maker Music folder, the specific subfolder that's required, and replace one of the base game soundtrack files with the new one. Yep, you drop into my Discord under either level submission or NSF replacements. Unfortunately, I can't play OGGs in Maker. At least, not the base Mega Man Maker. It's only NSF files and SPC files. And, well, the Genesis version too, but... Okay. Here we go. 7th up is Alice by Your Local Vacuum. 9th place, score -1. Yeah, just pick boat. Immediately problem solved. I don't know if I'm supposed to have these, I'm grabbing them anyways. Restart. I don't know if I'm supposed to have these special weapons because I didn't keep track from the previous stages. So I'll just grab these 3 and run. Let's go. See you later, Jai. I won't take shock, I'll be fine. Yep, Toho song. What is for the what is the okay, I see it. I getcha. At first I didn't notice the pattern. Worked. And that'd be a neat tank in my book as well. Small challenge at the risk of getting poked to death. And I get the missiles now, to mimic the whole bullet curtains. Yep. That makes sense. I just wish this game had damage spikes. But oh well. Eat. Just turned at the last moment so my hitbox didn't overlap. Oh, wouldn't help anyways because they grab. I'll eventually play Mega Mario, don't you worry everyone. I'm probably gonna use a guide first though for which character to pick which weapon. Oh, I need to be closer. What? I played worse before. There. Imagine if you could have Yoko ladders or Sheepman ladders. Held. Thank you for locking me down. Oh gosh, that was a terrible... I screwed that up. This stage is a play's combination of Alice, Margaret Gold, and Rocket Mimics. And her dolls. It's a bullet hell platformer. Specific boss order. Or specifically which weapons you're supposed to get. Let's try this again, shall we? At least I get multiple try. Wily 1 boss. Hope you like platforming. I don't mind the reused enemies so much. I mean, one of my favorite demos I played during the last Next Fest was Tevi. And that's a bullet hell Metroidvania. Yes, thank you, RNG. So I don't mind bullet hell Metroidvanias. I don't mind that. Superstars? One thing's for certain, it should have not been... Superstars base selling price should have been $30, not 50 or 60. Oh no, I should have not done that. Whoops. Hang on, back out. That was a trick. Okay, Mega Mari is supposedly boring because it has nothing but bullet hell. And a lot of haha Mega Man 2. No. Superstars is not AAA. It's AA. And the lower end of AA. I appreciate the creativity and experimentation there, but it should have not been sold at a higher base asking price than Mania of all things. RKS 2, I'll take a look at. That statement's still funny. I get what you're trying to say, but what? What happened? Did that count as touching the spike? I'm guessing what they're I get what they're saying with at least the first one. Like, if you play Mega Man 2, you've pretty much seen a better version of the original RK or something. Or RKS 1. Superstars is decent at the very least, and the multiplayer is fun. The Lost Crown? What is that? Like, if Superstars is sold at $30, I'd be fine. Okay, let them jump down. Or not. And fall anyways because I didn't do a slide jump. If you're talking about 2, that's about, I don't know. RKS 1, I've not... When people talk about When people talk about me playing Arceus, they always suggest playing 2 over 1. Like, in the sense that just skip 1. Oh, that lost crown. Oh boy, here we go. Mash, mash. Hardest part of the stage, but that was the ending, thank goodness. I said this when I saw and interacted with a live stream of Superstars. Superstars feels like a cross between It feels like a cross between Sonic Mania and a hypothetical Sonic 4 Episode 3. I know the developer was Arceus. It wasn't based Sonic Team. Like, the physics are basically accurate, maybe with some slight modifications. Like, I guess it's the closest thing to episode 3, but it feels more like an episode 3.5, maybe. Oops. Like, we got the whole classic gang in, we've got Knack back. We have a new character. Return of Giant Flickies. Watermelon. Oh, that was a close one there. I'm not gonna get hit by the last barrage. Oh yeah, because Arceus 2's main heroine is an ice user. This stage was okay. A bit tricky, but not as tricky as Firewall Backflash. Okay, be right back in a moment. And we're back. Well, I've delayed for long enough. You know what's next. Yeah, there's only 2 Arceus games right now. Probably a new set of enemy wizards, mages, what have you. Eight up is World 8, The Orbs Room by Lepanio. 85 plays, score 25. This will likely be the last level of this episode. Mages. Magic users. Here we go, final world. Base. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Fully tank squad. Here we go. One based on each of the previous worlds. And different abilities. Like, each one of these rooms is based off a previous world. This was the first one. Die anyways because I bonked my head against the ceiling. Wonderful. Eventually I will play Arceus. Are you weak against water? Nope, of course not. Leaf? As funny as that would be, no. Ice. Oops. Not good. Push. Ah, I screwed up that a little bit. Well, at least I get the option to switch between characters if I so desire. Fairly well. Okay, World 2, the water one. Was this 2 actually? Yeah, it was 2. Gonna turn on the volume a bit. Ding dong. That. Okay. Surprise water. Sure. We were talking about Scout last time, so... What else? Pyro, I guess? Let's finish up by talking about the other offensive class. We talked about Soldier on the previous day, so it seems logical to talk about Pyro next. And no, I'm not just talking about okay. Cloud. And no, I'm not just talking about W plus M1. Easier than the first one. Let's see, probably... drill? No, it was weight burner, sorry. This is Poor Man's time to shine, so I'll give it to him. World Tree. This is where we got Flash Bomb. Whoa! I didn't expect spikes, and I didn't expect that enemy. Ah. I should have noticed the grabber. Okay, Pyro's mostly auxiliary or ambush, because if you don't bomb rush, they'll eat you. But if you have reaction time advantage, you can jungle combo them. And burn everything, of course. Make sure to spy check. I mean, for most classes, you don't want to use the melee. Only exception probably being the Demo Knight. And the Spy, of course, for backstabs. Backstab... What? That doesn't one-shot him? Okay, Scramble Thunder next time. Thought it was gonna be shorter. Yeah, Power seems to be the class that's more focused on combos. If not, it's more like a bullying. And of course, hard counter spies. It's kind of funny because in order to play Spy properly or effectively, it is pretty high skill, and it's countered by a pretty low skill floor. Like, in order to play the Spy properly, you need a fairly higher skill floor, whereas with the Pyro, in order to play them effectively, the skill floor required is much lower. But calming his power is locked to one person. I know it's supposed to be a hard counter, but... Hang on, what would your weakness be? Water. I know the Pyro is supposed to be a hard counter to Spy, but compare, for example, the Demo Man to Engineer, and Demo is supposed to be a harder counter to Engineer. At least the Engineer can fight back, and potentially kill the Demo. Even a scout has a better chance against an NG. But against sentries, yeah. Unless the sentry is distracted by another person, no luck. Oh boy. It's the acid gloom. But yeah, air blasting, very important. Counters aren't necessarily a bad thing. There are advantages. Alright, and you can counter Ubers. For example, air blast them away. Air blast medic. Thankfully, most pop players don't realize this. It's gonna be wave burner, isn't it? Get me out. Halfway through. Ah, this is a lot easier than the previous few worlds. For now, at least. World 5. No time, so I'm afraid. And I can't use that wall, because that would break it. And I completely missed the jump anyways. Or I failed to stick the landing. Air blasting locks your sideways movement. Today I learned. I mean, of all the classes, it seems like Devilman is the best, melee brawler type. It's like an entirely different class to the base Devilman. I have to keep going. Like, compare Demo Knight to base Devilman, it's really different. Dead. Archer Sniper is still basically a sniper. It's not like an entirely different class which changes how it plays. You're still firing a weapon with fairly medium to long range. Only 3 at most, I need to swap off. Block has no air blast, that's a major downside. The reason why I say Demo Knight changes it is because the base Demoman is a medium range class who uses a grenade launcher as well as stickies, whereas Demo Knight turns them into a melee brawler. Okay, that's what I should have been doing, probably. I guess bomb? Of course. What about the Pie Bros? They're still Pyros. Alright, World 6. Oops. Yep, send stock demo just counter sentries. Oh, I got pulled. Help. It's gradually getting harder, but still not as difficult as before. Like, Demo Man is the scariest to fight when the situation is very chaotic. This is easier than before because there's not as much instant death or precision required. Well, fun. And to mess around with people. I guess at high levels it's not as... I guess at high level the Demo Knight isn't as strong compared to the base Demo Man, but if you're playing at randoms or not at the competitive level, when I say competitive I mean group competitive, where you have pre-made groups, actually working coordination over Discord or TeamSpeak or Ventrilo. It's still fairly effective. Exactly. But I tend to find most fun with TF2 when playing casual or semi-competitive. If you're going to high-level competitive, your options become a lot more... There are some outright strongest in class options. The banded parachute for soldier. Oops, rain. Depends on whether you're self-directed or not. For people who can't set their goals by themselves, or don't like setting their own goals, or prefer having more direction, that isn't as fun. Well, yeah. Oh gosh, you saved me. That should have not been a success. Yeah. And to respond to Sylveon, it's not always fun when there's no goal or you're dropped in an environment with little to no goals. Some people prefer having some goals set by the game. Scramble? Yeah. Genshin, on the other hand, already gives you a lot of goals. See all the quests, side quests, markers, daily stuff. The thing is though, because it's an open world title, it gives you a fairly amount of non-linearity. Like, Minecraft, it drops in the world, doesn't give you any explicit goals, like there's not really a quest marker of sorts. Genshin, it's open world but it gives you a lot of goals. And it tells you about them. It's just that they have a lot of stuff to pick from. Oh boy, it's World 8. Oh boy, it's me not jumping properly. Like, I would disagree with that criticism, Jaden, because with Genshin, not giving you a goal is not really what the game's weaknesses is. Maybe at the very end game when you finish most of the stuff, perhaps. But it's not directionless. You could make the argument there's too much stuff to do, or choice paralysis. And yeah. You can't build a flying, carpet bombing caterpillar in Genshin. And choice paralysis can also be a thing in Minecraft. Of course, it hit me there. Minecraft, Terraria, various other sandboxy titles. Well, it did start out as it's a cross-platform mobile game. But yeah, we've gone really off track and now we're discussing open world stuff. So I think what you're discussing, Jaden, isn't so much about directionless versus directioned. What you're talking more about is choice paralysis. Like, there are many criticisms I can make with how Genshin does its progression, and I've seen them. But being directionless or the game not telling you what you can do, that's not really it. And yeah, main story progression is super linear in Genshin. Not bad, but no choice paralysis. If you just focus on the main story, maybe just a very few number of side quests, daily activities, it's fine. Dead. You can always, for some games you can choose nothing. Or even choose not to follow any of those side things and just explore. Oh boy. I should have remembered that. Hang on a sec, this is the hardest one, so... Well, not as hard as the original challenge, though. Especially this one. Why is the Scorched Shot OP? I've heard a lot of things about it, how it's strong, but I haven't exactly figured out why is it strong. Oops. You can barely aim and do 100 damage? What? What's the range on that thing? Thanks, that killed me again. Infinite, because it's a flare gun. And it has a blast radius. And it's a secondary, isn't it? This is turning out to be much harder than anything else, if only due to that last section. And it's a guaranteed mini-crit. And it bounces, okay. That's really strong. This one. Thing is, Oscar, the rest of the stage was not as difficult as this last thing. It's like, I don't know if it's just me, but this feels so much harder than what came before. I'd like to get to the ending. And if I get grabbed by that, I'm doomed. And because there's a magnet there, I don't get as much time. Basically, there's the grabbers, there's the magnet, and then there's the X platforms. And I don't really have as much time to react because range. And no checkpoints there, so we have to repeat this section many times. Okay, we did it. I have the shock bolts. Since it's a flare gun, it can be used with the flog. Oh gosh. Imagine facing two pyros with those combo. Can you imagine how scary that would be? Fighting two or more pyros with the flare and flog. Meanwhile, in comparison, this screen was a cinch. Well, yeah, Buster doesn't need to... He knows very well what's gonna happen. Okay, what do you have? Well... Get me out. What? Oh, this has a face too. Now, get me out of this section. I thought I could have probably squeeze in one more stage after this, but for the looks of it, we're gonna end off after this. At the very least, you could potentially play as a soldier main. Assuming that, well yeah, if they have the flog, they can't air blast. Or if you play as Engie, of course. Yeah. They can't really do much because, well, flog's close range. And then you're gonna be fighting against sentries. In which case, good luck. This is the tank time. Whoa! Look at the damage on that. That was just insane. Hi, you're back. Them also works. Scout and Spy can run away, of course. Heavy Sniper, notice him early, take him out. Healing! Healing! Drink the can. Light the fire. GG. Still easier than the final world recreation and wire thing. Boy, difficult stage. But we did it. Alright then, let's get some music. You know that. Okay, we're set. So anyways, of the 8 levels I covered in today's morning stream, my favorite one would be NRS Firewall Backflash by Luxon. Good job, and thank you to everyone else who submitted your levels to me. It's really appreciated. Didn't quite have as many Halloween levels, but at least we had them in spirit in terms of depth and difficulty. And thank you to everyone else who submitted your levels to me. Really appreciate it. So with all of that said and done, it is time for the art showcase. Atom Blast coming out in 2024. Superstar's Wonder by Oscar. I'll say it at the start of the meme section. Elephant Mario, Classic Sonic, the Talking Flower, Green Chaos Emerald, and 2 other types of flowers. Horror Movie Night with the Girls. Thank you, Buster. It's a short animation, so I guess it works. Cute. Duo's mouth irritated, so fixed it. Don't notice much of a difference, but if you like it better, it works. What if they're SCPs? Again, if you're gonna... For future ones, in order to make it easier, just take screenshots of the points where they actually show them as SCPs, so I don't need to scrub through the video itself. Abstracted Kaufmo pretty much looks fairly similar. Neat. And the last two Oscarm things. Just use your screenshot tool. If you're on any system, if you're on Windows, Mac, or Linux, they all come with built-in screenshotting tools. Like on Windows, it's Snipping Tool. Team Ghost. Beats anyone? No, too much cholesterol. Also, those eyes and fingers look undercooked. True, but that would make it too long. They do have lore to them, which is an important part to SCPs. Well, we still have to get through the reacts from last time, though. And in any case, this marks the end of the art showcase. Thank you to everyone who either submitted levels, submitted art, or just participated in chat. It's due to your continued support why I continue to produce new content for our channel. It is really appreciated. So, if you're enjoying this or any other piece of content on the channel, please rate, comment, favorite, and or subscribe, as they all help it out. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter/X, Mastodon, and co-host as well, and join the Discord server as I regularly post updates there. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all in a future Let's Play.